Caitlin Clark is back, and the WNBA is officially on notice after this 48-point destruction. Iowa Caitlin Clark just arrived in Indianapolis, and this wasn't the cautious, system-bound version fans have been seeing with the Indiana Fever. This was a full-force Iowa version. The record-shattering scorer, the fearless playmaker, the one pulling up in the logo without hesitation and firing impossible no-look passes with confidence. Inside Gamebridge Fieldhouse against the Nigeria women's national basketball team, she didn't just play. She reminded everyone why she's so electrifying. In just 12 minutes and 48 seconds, Clark dropped 12 points on 75% shooting, knocked down 2 of 3 from deep, added 4 assists, a steal, and posted a plus 12 impact. That's not just efficiency, it's a warning. The Iowa version of Caitlin Clark is back, and the WNBA has 1 week to brace for what's coming.
Oh, we back. We back in action. We locked in, ready to go for this season, okay? Only reason I didn't go live is because I was getting all this together in the middle of my move. But Indiana Fever handle business the way you are supposed to when you are playing against a team that does not belong on the floor with you. When they don't belong out there, you are supposed to beat the hell out of them. And that's what Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever did to Nigeria.
Indiana Fever 105, Nigeria women's national basketball team 57. A staggering 48-point blowout, and easily the most dominant start-to-finish performance of the entire preseason. Every player on the Fever roster made an impact, and every major question hanging over this team for weeks was answered in emphatic fashion. Is Caitlin Clark healthy and moving freely? Yes. Is Aliyah Boston ready to anchor the front court? Yes. Can Kelsey Mitchell bounce back from her Dallas struggles? Absolutely. And perhaps most importantly, is this roster truly ready for opening night? Unequivocally, yes. From the opening minutes, Clark looked fundamentally different. Not just compared to earlier preseason action, but at every game she has played in a Fever uniform so far. Her movement was fluid, explosive, and confident. Her shot came effortlessly, and her transition playmaking was sharp, precise, and dangerous. There was no hesitation, no sign of her earlier ankle concern, just freedom and joy in her game. Exactly the version head coach Stephanie White has been pushing for. The result was immediate. 12 points on 75% shooting in under 13 minutes before she was rested with the game already out of reach. When you zoom out, the numbers become even more striking. Clark has gone 7 of 10 from the field across her last 2 preseason games, including a hyper-efficient 21-point outing against Dallas and this near-flawless performance against Nigeria. That's 70% shooting from a player who had just gone 2 of 10 in her return against the New York Liberty, signaling that the rust is completely gone. Her revamped shooting mechanics, developed with trainer Brandon Payne, are clearly locked in, and the transformation is most evident from beyond the arc. After shooting just 27% from 3 last season, Clark has hit 4 of 7 from deep over her last 2 games, an elite 57% clip that would turn heads anywhere in the league. And these aren't empty stats. They're coming against real WNBA defenses actively designed to contain her. Yet, as dominant as Clark has been, the most intriguing part of this performance may actually lie in what happened when she wasn't on the floor, because that's where the deeper story of this team's evolution begins.
Okay, I get hit in the face. Pardon. I get hit in the face. You know what I do? Drain a 3. Bang, right there in your face. Right there in your face. Call the first foul, ref. Call the first foul, and that girl wouldn't have got her brains busted like that from 30, okay? If you would have called the foul and not made her mad, that girl wouldn't have got embarrassed out there. Caitlin Clark put on a show, man. The MVP season is loading. Make no mistake about it.
Okay, I get it in the face. So what do? I come right back and drain a 3. Bang. Right in your face. That moment perfectly captured the swagger Caitlin Clark brought to the floor, turning contact into confidence and making defenders pay instantly. But to really understand how big this performance was, you have to rewind just 5 days to the Indiana Fever matchup against Dallas, where everything fell apart the moment Clark went to the bench. In that game, the Fever were outscored 36-7 in the second quarter. The offense completely stalled, spacing vanished, and the bench collapsed under pressure, exposing a serious depth issue. Fast forward to tonight against the Nigeria women's national basketball team, and the story flipped entirely. Instead of losing control, the bench extended the lead, pushed the pace, knocked down tough shots, and locked in defensively. Satori Walker-Kimbrough delivered 5 points in 19 minutes with a strong plus 17 impact. Jessica Timmons added 3 points and a plus 11, and Megan McConnell made her presence felt with 3 steals, 3 assists, and another plus 11 in under 12 minutes. This wasn't just competence. It was dominance against Nigeria's starters. The Fever won every quarter. The lead never shrank, and the defensive intensity never dipped, which is exactly what a complete championship-level performance looks like. And above all, the biggest takeaway that could reshape the entire season is clear. Aliyah Boston is officially back.
Right there. Get it. That's it. She could have passed it to Satori Walker.
Checking in for Nigeria.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Get it. That's it.
Yeah. It's gonna be a long season for some people, man. It's gonna be a really, really long season for a lot of people, especially when Caitlin is cooking the way she been cooking. When Caitlin been cooking the way she's cooking, it's gonna be a long season for a lot of people. Now, I'm gonna be honest. This is Ty Harris's return game. I'm good. No disrespect, mama. No disrespect, mama.
Do not get it twisted. And don't just glance at the box score. Aliyah Boston only played 10 minutes and scored just 4 points. But those minutes revealed everything about her true value to the Indiana Fever. In that short span, she dished out a staggering 6 assists, tying a team lead with Raven Johnson, who played 16 minutes, while orchestrating the offense with elite IQ. Boston was threading passes to cutters, connecting with Caitlin Clark on perfectly timed actions, and making high-level reads from the post that no one else on this roster can replicate. Most telling of all, she posted a plus 21 in just 10 minutes. The most impactful stretch any Fever player has had all preseason. After missing the first 2 games with a lower leg injury, her absence had already exposed how much the team struggles without her. The pick and roll loses its effectiveness, rebounding drops, interior defense weakens, and the overall structure collapses, as seen in the Dallas loss. But the moment Boston stepped back on the floor, everything clicked. Clark suddenly had a reliable interior target. Kelsey Mitchell found more space thanks to Boston's physical screens, and the entire offense gained balance with true post presence drawing defenders inward. Boston didn't need a 20-point night to dominate. Her presence alone reshaped the game. And speaking of redemption, Mitchell delivered one of the most unexpected turnarounds of the preseason. Just 5 days after a rough 4 of 12 performance and a minus 18 rating against Dallas that sparked heavy criticism about her consistency and contract value, she answered emphatically. Mitchell exploded for 17 points on 6 of 9 shooting, on a perfect 3 of 3 from beyond the arc, and posted a dominant plus 28 rating. That's the version of Kelsey Mitchell, who averaged over 20 points per game last season, earned all WNBA first-team honors, and proved exactly why she remains a crucial piece alongside Clark in the Fever's backcourt.
I'm kind of good with Raven Johnson getting your minutes. Hey, I know. I'm good with Raven Johnson taking over Ty Harris minutes. Ty Harris 0 for 3 from the field, 0 of 2 from the floor. I don't think Ty Harris brings what Raven Johnson bringing to the floor defensively, the tenacity. I just think I would rather Raven Johnson get those backup minutes over Ty Harris. But you know, Stephanie White, experience trumps all.
When Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell are both locked in, their backcourt becomes arguably the most dangerous and unguardable guard duo in the WNBA. The formula is simple but devastating. Clark creates, Mitchell finishes. Clark collapses defenses with her deep range and playmaking gravity, driving and kicking to open shooters, while Mitchell punishes those rotations with a lightning-quick release and elite scoring touch. When both guards are shooting over 60% in the same game, there is no defensive scheme capable of slowing down the Indiana Fever offense, and tonight served as undeniable proof of that concept. At the same time, rookie Raven Johnson continues to emerge as a major surprise, contributing 9 points on efficient shooting, while adding 7 assists and 6 rebounds in just 16 minutes. Through 3 preseason games, she has quietly totaled 18 points, 18 assists, and 12 rebounds, averaging 6 assists per game off the bench. Far from the concerns many had on draft night, her defense, vision, and growing chemistry with veterans are turning her into a crucial piece of the rotation. The depth didn't stop there, as Michaela Timpson stayed red-hot with a perfect shooting night, now going 8 of 9 over her last 2 games, while Darius Danis stretched the floor with her made threes, and Monique Billings and Sophie Cunningham added efficient scoring and physical presence. Nearly every player posted a positive plus-minus, highlighting a complete team performance from top to bottom. Looking back at the preseason as a whole tells the full story. Against the New York Liberty, Clark struggled, but the team won comfortably on depth. Against Dallas, Clark shined, but the team collapsed without support. And now against the Nigeria women's national basketball team, everything came together. Clark efficient, Aliyah Boston anchoring the system, Mitchell exploding offensively, and the Fever delivering a dominant 105-57 statement when heading into the regular season.
Shots, I think you're unplayable. I still think you are just unplayable defensively. But Damaris Dantas did have a good game. She knocked down shots. She had 16 points on 5 of 9, shooting 4 of 6 from 3, 5 rebounds, 3 assists in 23 minutes. So it's good to see Dantas getting in a rhythm, seeing some shots go in, getting that confidence going, because that is going to be something that the Indiana Fever need going forward. Now, Raven Johnson, who I feel like should be playing over Ty Harris, she had 9.7 rebounds.
The trajectory of the Indiana Fever is clearly pointing straight up, with every game of the preseason reinforcing that upward climb. Caitlin Clark has improved in comfort and efficiency with each outing. The roster has grown healthier and more cohesive, and the bench has become more reliable and confident over time. Now, with just 7 days left until opening night against the Dallas Wings on national television, the Fever are heading into the regular season with real momentum, full health, and a generational franchise player who looks ready to deliver the best season of her professional career. The Iowa version of Clark is back. Aliyah Boston is fully healthy and anchoring the interior. Kelsey Mitchell is locked in offensively. Raven Johnson is steadily proving doubters wrong with her poise and production. Sophie Cunningham is bringing toughness and physical presence. And Michaela Timpson is emerging as an unexpected breakout contributor. After a 48-point preseason statement win, the message to the WNBA is unmistakable. Indiana is coming. May 9th marks the highly anticipated opening night of the league's historic 30th season, and all eyes will be on Indianapolis as this team steps onto the national stage. The build-up is over. The moment is here, and the Fever look dangerous in a way the rest of the league may not be fully prepared for.